Hello. I was trying to explain to someone the other day about how we learn. And although it seems like a bizarre analogy, I think the easiest way to describe it is like trying to explain how um is to compare it to trying to let a bee out the window. I could go into the fact that we need to consider long and short-term memories, and we need to appeal to all the sentences and senses and things like that. But in a nutshell, basically, when we do something, we create a memory. If you do it twice, you're making that memory a bit stronger. So that's the equivalent of there's a bee buzzing at the window and you open the window a little bit. And then each time you do, and each time you re reproduce that first activity, you're opening the window a bit further. But the thing is, for a lot of people, when they're stressed or if they've got some form of learning difficulty, their brain doesn't think logically, and instead it kind of like shoots around inside their head trying to find the information that it needs. So if we start to do multiple activities, it means we're now starting to create multiple memories. So if, for example, we were learning the times tables, we might do a pairs game, we might do a snakes and ladders game, we might do a game of bingo, all related to the times tables. There's other games and things we could use as well, but that's just three simple examples. So we've now created three memories that our brain can hopefully find when we're sat there needing to try and recall the information. So hang on, let me show you. I apologize in advance about my drawing skills. Oh dear. Whoops, that's us. This is one activity. Our brain is flying around our head trying to find the information that it needs. It sort of skims it, but it doesn't quite make it. And then, so that's what happens if we just do one activity. However, if we make multiple activities, our brain now has multiple places to go to where it can find the information that it needs. So now they're in the same situation, but with multiple memories, the odds of them finding this information has just become far stronger because there's more places it can go to find it. And that's where it's, if, for example, you open multiple windows for the bee to get out of, it's more likely that it will find the gap to get out of it. If you repeat these activities or open the window a bit further, again, it's more likely that the bee is going to get out of the window. And so, and the thing is as well of using kind of like creative activities is if you ask a child to repeat a worksheet or a similar worksheet, they're not going to be inspired by that. Let me stop this, sorry. If you ask them if they want, if imagine you're having a game of snakes and ladders and they beat you, at the end of it you can kind of go, so unfair, I demand a rematch. Or you can kind of like just say, okay, I think that was beginner's luck, let's try again. Or even just a couple of days later you can kind of get to fancy a game of snakes and ladders, do you fancy a game of this, do you fancy a game of that? And children are far more inclined to want to participate. And I also believe when it comes to learning that if the child is relaxed, they're more susceptible to learning. If they're enjoying themselves, they're more willing to want to participate. If they want to participate, they're getting more practice. The more practice they get, the better they become. The better they become, the more confident they are about having a go. The more they have a go, the more practice they're getting and the better they become. And it becomes a positive spiral. And that's what it's all about. And so when you're working with your child, if you can use multiple resources and try and make them creative and enjoyable, praise your child when they do well, and focus on the positives as well as the bads, on the negatives, sorry, not the bads. But anyway, in a nutshell, that's how I believe we learn, is by making it fun, making sure the child's relaxed, and using as many varied, interactive, creative resources as possible. Hope you found that useful. Have a really great afternoon. Take care for now. Bye.